It's Live with Kelly. Today, from the new film New Year's Eve, Zac Efron. And a festive, delicious main course as we continue Live's holiday feast week. Plus, singer Josh Groban joins Kelly at the co-host desk. All next on Live. Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Josh Groban.
Hi. Wednesday, December 7th, 2011. My co-host for the day is Josh Groban. People get so excited.
Here again, and it feels so good.
Did you feel the new? We got new chairs.
I wasn't even listening because I was just busy touching everything.
I know, just touch it. I think
so
it's
smooth.
It's real washable.
The water
velvet.
has ice.
Yes.
It is velvet. Yes.
Velvet.
You don't want to go the wrong way on that.
No. You got to pet it like shark skin.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Absolutely. Always front to back.
I want you to know that my kids were excited that you were coming.
Really?
Yes, they saw you on Taxi TV get blown up by Science Bob.
That's right, yeah.
And so they were glad to hear that you were A, still alive.
Okay.
And B, coming back.
That's
they
right.
associate you with...
Resurrected.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I'm here.
Amazing stunts.
I got so many... oh, there we are.
There it
Yes.
is. There we are, getting blood, never gets old.
Every time I'm here, I relive the nightmare. Yes.
There it is. Boom!
Boom!
That's what we did to Josh
Right in the
last
kisser.
time he was here.
Yeah, it was good. And it did. It aired in all the taxi cabs. I got a lot of text messages, and not just in New York. Those were in cabs across this great nation. And a lot of people said, are you okay? And
Yeah.
my skin has had an unearthly glow since then.
It really is true. I mean, ladies, I highly recommend having the top layer of your epidermis burned right off.
Just ripped.
Wonderful. It's wonderful.
Ripped right off.
Yeah. My children, actually, since, they're in school when this show is on the air, if you ask my youngest son what I do for a living, he believes that I somehow am affiliated with the Taxi Association.
Right,
like
of
I work for the Taxi Commission.
As you would be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think my mom's a taxi driver, or she does messages for the taxi service.
Or maybe we're just taping a show for taxis. Like maybe this is just an entire taxi show.
What have you been doing since you were here last?
Since I was here last, I've been around the world and back. I just got back from South Africa 3 days ago.
And you have to say it like that. South Africa.
South Africa.
Just like that.
Yeah. South Africa. Yes, I've been traveling. And it was really amazing. I mean, the coolest thing about what I do is being able, the fact that it gives me the opportunity to see the world in a way would never have dreamed. We did 4 concerts there. I went on safari, which was like the coolest. I know, and I didn't want to do like the touristy thing, but it's not, all of a sudden you don't feel like a tourist when there's a rhino just crossing the road in front of you.
You saw,
this is pretty
a rhino
cool.
crossing the road.
I saw a rhino cross in front of me. We saw giraffes. We saw wildebeests. We saw, I got to pet a cheetah. I got to touch a cheetah, which was yeah. I know, and I was.
Wait, how did you pet a cheetah? Did it come up to the car?
I really want to be able to lie to you right now and say that
oh my gosh, there you are,
we got out. There I am. Yes, how regal.
Oh my God.
Look at us both, man and nature.
That cheetah doesn't look as happy about that moment as you do.
I know, and there's the rhino crossing the road. He was just grazing, just having a little breakfast.
Why did the rhino cross the road?
Hopefully not to tip over our car. Because he was feeling horny. No. It's too early. Too early.
I'm such an 8-year-old that made me laugh.
And then this is hysterical. I got to.
Oh, that's
right over here.
Okay. Thank you.
Where are we? Oh. I'm going to pick the center camera here. I'm holding a baby crocodile with a really dumb grin on my face, and I'm feeling really manly holding this thing. They've got his mouth taped with Scotch tape. They got
I believe that's a hair scrunchie, Josh.
it might have been a girl's hair scrunchie. And then right after that picture was taken, the tail just whacked me across the face, just to prove to me that even though he's 5 days old, he could still destroy me. And it's a sting I shall not soon forget.
And so you loved it.
I loved it, but I am gonna go back when he's older and buy that purse to get back at him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Peter, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. I don't do that. I'm just kidding.
We just do jokes here. He wasn't even at the Six Flags in New Jersey.
It's made of plastic. It's made of plastic.
Well,
but anyway,
that's
yeah, so I got back. It was a long flight, 15-hour flight, and so nice to be back in the States. Nice to be back in New York. It's a little rainy here. It's summer there in South Africa, so
right, of course.
It's a little gloomy here, but
yeah.
that's my kind of weather.
Well, all I can say is that what I did last night can only be described as the lowest point in my life.
Wow.
I did 5th grade math homework with my daughter.
Okay. How'd you do?
They were word problems, okay? And here's what I want to know. If Mikey Moneybags has $49.73 and he has got $1.10, that's what we know. We know that there's $1 bill and 1 dime. Now, there are quarters, pennies, and nickels. There's 422 coins.
Got it.
How many quarters, how many dimes, and how many nickels? What kind of a person is Mikey Moneybags? And really, I actually said to Lola, I'm like, well, he's not really Moneybags at all, is he?
No, he's not. He's a panhandler.
He's like Tim Dimebag as far as I'm concerned. This is ridiculous.
Tim Dimebag.
And I said to her at a certain point after we were sitting there, and I was like, well, how many quarters are in $1? And she's like, 7. And I'm like, no, you fool. And so we try every denomination to come up with the right answer. Yeah. Okay? And eventually I looked at her and I said, listen, you're not going to have to know any of this, really. You're going to have to know how much to tip at a restaurant, how much to tip the cab driver, the taxes. Hopefully, God willing, you'll have an accountant or you'll have that application on your computer and they'll do that for you. I don't know what to tell you. I went into entertainment because I have no math skills.
And when it's a story too, when it's not just a number problem, when you feel invested in the character of the problem.
Mikey Moneybags.
Mikey Moneybags. You can't punch that into a calculator.
Mikey Moneybags discovered a windfall of cash.
Yes.
$49.73.
You have to Wikipedia to find out the answer to this question.
Please, I was sweating. All I wanted to do was watch A Christmas Story, which was on TBS last night. I just wanted to watch Ralphie shoot his eye out.
It's a leg.
Right, a leg,
it's a
leg. It's a major award.
Fragile. It's Italian. That's fragile, dear. Yeah, that's a classic. I know.
It's just the lowest point of my life.
When your kids' homework is keeping you from doing the things you want to do.
No, Mike, it's 5th grade. It's 5th grade math.
5th grade math.
There's a reason that show, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader, is popular.
You forget.
You're not smarter than a 5th grader.
You forget a lot.
So sad.
I would be in the same boat. Trust me.
And then I got a text message from Neil Patrick Harris, and he said, I'm good at math. And I said, of course you are, Neil. You're good at everything. Figure this one out.
He tap danced to your front door.
Right. Mikey,
he's like, hey, you got a magic trick here. You want to see?
Mikey Moneybags. Mikey Moneybags.
I brought my buddy, Mikey. Come on in here. He might be able to help you. Amazing. Well, congratulations on that.
Well, yes, thank you. You're congratulating me on being an idiot.
I imagine you found the answer eventually.
My husband did when he got home from the theater, which kept my daughter awake until 10 o'clock at night. I was like, we're just going to wait here until Dad gets home. Now, come on, let's watch Ralphie shoot his eye out.
Yeah. Amazing.
So you travel a lot by airplane.
By airplane, yes, I do.
Because it's all over the news.
By pterodactyl.
That Alec Baldwin was booted off an airline.
For doing something that we all, I think, are guilty of a little bit. I mean, I play the Words with Friends.
Yes, he played
up
Words
until the final second that they tell us they have to turn it off, and it's upsetting. They're not. Sometimes they're not nice the way they tell you. But it turns out it looked like he was not I mean, he was just not listening.
I think that at a certain point, it's a perfect storms colliding because the flight attendants are exhausted. They're tired of telling people the same thing, which is turn your cell phone off, turn your cell phone off. Please turn your cell phone off. You heard the announcement, turn off your cell phone. And then at a certain point when you have to make a long flight, a long travel, you're sitting for such a long time, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna finish this game because we're not going anywhere. I'm gonna finish the game.
And also, if it's the pressure of a competitor on the other end of the game,
right? He was
and they're
playing
going,
on.
what are you waiting for? Like, come on, it was an easy.
Make your move.
It was an easy. Make your move. Come on, yeah. And you're
Smart
thinking,
guy.
and you're talking to the guy. I have to make my move. I'm not gonna hear the end of it when I land in 6 hours.
I've got a triple word score right here, and it's
That's
all.
exactly right.
This is for all the marbles. Do you understand?
Yeah. You know what marbles are? They're really important.
Yeah.
But then but in South Africa, on the South African airline, they don't even allow the iPhone at all. So even
where do you put it?
In my pocket.
Oh.
It's a valid question.
I know. I was like, where does it go?
I had to put it away. I know. I just sat there and meditated for 15 hours because I just didn't. I couldn't do it. But he raised a fit apparently. I mean, what's funny about the article is that it said like one of the other passengers says he went to the bathroom and just hit the walls and just flushed the toilet over and over and over again.
I'll show them.
I'll show them.
I'll flush this toilet repeatedly. You know, and the pilots are like, what was that?
What was that? Yeah. Every time you flush the toilet, the plane goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then Oscar De La Hoya, who was apparently on the flight as well, was like, no, he was fine. He was cool. He was cool. He was fine.
This is a new wrinkle. Wait, where did you read this? I didn't read the De La Hoya twist.
The De La Hoya twist was in the poster. It was in another paper.
My gosh, I have to start reading these articles and not just looking at Alex's nice suit.
I might have just daydreamed or something. I might have.
No, that was in an article.
It was in there. Okay, all right, okay.
I'm
I was losing my mind.
He said he didn't notice anything.
So he didn't notice anything, any unusual behavior.
De La Hoya coming to Alex's defense.
There you go. But they're talking about other celebrities that have been grounded, and some of them are really. Country singer John Rich was booted Sunday from a Southwest Airlines plane because the crew members determined he was intoxicated. How can they determine that really?
When they're giving you your 5th little tiny bottle of whiskey, like, wait a minute.
You know, sometimes it can be pills.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
He could have taken an 8-hour Ambien on a 4-hour flight. And of course, we all know the French film legend Gerard Depardieu
made it tinkle.
He made it tinkle.
He could not hold it.
He made it tinkle in the aisle.
Yeah, Alec went to the restroom because he was so upset. Gerard was not able to make it.
He was not able to make it.
The bathroom is such. It's like you know the living room in a house. The bathroom is kind of the common area in an airplane. It's
right,
where you
it
go
is.
to relieve all your problems.
But I guess also now the aisle is also where you can.
Now
go
the
to
aisle is
relieve
also
your problems. Those are some of my more favorite recent passengers being booted off the plane.
That's.
But as Anderson Cooper famously put Gerard Depardieu on his Ridiculous, and if you haven't seen it, it's all over YouTube. It's very funny. He does this thing about him having to go wee wee in the aisle.
Making wee wee.
And he goes, at least it wasn't Gerard Depardieu. I'm sorry for those of you about to jump into your French toast and sausages.
Yeah. Oh God, that would have been because that air just circulates.
And.